Said by the power of Grayskull.
Hello, this is just a quick review for The Rise of the Ronin. I was planning on buying this game, but there was a free demo this month. I've found a free trial, so I thought I'd just give that a blast before buying it on a whim. Because I've seen reviews on YouTube and stuff, but if you've ever played Ghost of Tsushima, then it is quite good. It's quite similar in some ways, but it's very different in other ways. It is like a cross between Assassin's Creed and I wouldn't say Ghost of Tsushima. It's like Seiko or Seiko. If you've ever played that, it's like a cross between them two games. I would say, from what I played, I mean, I think you only get an hour on the trial, so you don't get too long. Or I think it's not actually an hour. It's until you get so far, until the game starts opening up. You get to the first city, Yokohama or whatever it's called. I think it's Yokohama, and then it shows you a cutscene, and then it says thank you for playing the trial. So you can take your time. Whereas I thought it was a timed game, so I was rushing through the cutscenes and I was skipping everything because I didn't want to waste the time I had. But the character creation's quite good. You get to pick a man and a woman. You create them both, and then you obviously pick like your vocation of what you want to be. Whether it's like a killer, a breaker, a seeker, a sapper. You've got different ones. Like you get different stats on depending on what you pick. You get better negotiation stats, or you get better chances to level up and become more efficient in certain weapons. It just depends how you want to play, basically. This is near the beginning of the game. You're seeing here. This is where you're fighting with wooden weapons, and you can switch between the male and the female character on the fly. And it's a bit later on in the game, you have to choose. Now you've had a chance to play with them both. Who would you want your protagonist to be? So I chose the male. But the way the fighting is, I think the Ghost of Tsushima is a lot more. I don't know. I would say more realistic. This one, it's more about. I mean, the other one's about timing, but this one is more about timing. You've got just one attack button, really. Well, you've got two. You've got square and triangle. Square's your main attack. Whether you're pressing it by itself, doing combos, or whether you push forward on your analog stick, that does a different combo. Or you can press and hold, and that does a different combo. Triangle acts as like a counter. So you press triangle just as they're attacking you, or if somebody fires an arrow at you or something, you can deflect it with triangle. And also when you've knocked down their stamina to a certain degree, the icon on the body, like if you've got the aim, like the target, if you're targeting one enemy and it's white, and you keep hitting them until, you see underneath my character there's the thin blue bar and then there's the white bar. The white bar's your health, the thin blue bar is like your stamina, which is your key, KI on this key. And once you've broke that, that means they're staggered. So basically what you can do is hit them with square and you can break the blue bars so they're staggered, and then you can hit them with triangle when the icon that you've got targeted on them like turns red, and then you can finish them with triangle, like a finishing move. And you've also got like special skills. If you hold R1 and press square or press triangle, you do like finishes. So it's dependent. Like to see how the red is the target on them, the little red dot. So you press triangle to finish them off. So it is a different type of fighting style. Your horse. You get like a little horse flute once you've unlocked the horse, and you can summon your horse anytime you want. But like I jumped off the horse here and left it outside the village where on one of the shots, and then I defeated the guys. I went back out to where I left the horse and it wasn't there. So you've got to use your flute to summon it, or it'll just disappear. Whereas, on Ghost, you go back and your horse is there. You can whistle for it and it'll come. I think just the way Ghost plays, it's better in some respects. But this has elements that was good in Ghost. You've got a grappling hook, and you get a glider, like like a paraglider kind of thing, which is in the footage later on. You come across bosses. I think this was my first boss. And like I said, whenever anyone's attacking you, you've got to just keep tapping triangle to deflect the combo. But their combo could be like 4 hits long or 5 hits long. And do you see there where he went red and he got that red mist around him? That means he's about to hit you with like an unblockable move, but you can still use triangle to deflect it. You've just got to time it right. And also, like I said, you can switch to characters. Like at the moment, that guy who's helping us there is somebody who I helped on a mission, and then you get like a bond alliance. So I've bonded with him. So now he becomes my character instead of the woman because I chose the man before. So you meet companions along the way, and it's like a tag team. Whenever I lose my health, then you automatically take over as the guy who's with you, and you have to press R1 to like help them up, give them a helping hand. So you basically revive the guy. So as long as you keep reviving your character, you'll always have a fight there. See, I died, so I changed into this guy, and as long as I go back over to the guy who's just died, my original character, and I tap R1, circles to dodge by the way, and if you tap R1, then I can bring the guy back to life. I'll do that in a second. There, you just hold R1. And also in the options, I changed the time, like the duration it takes to hold R1 from 5 seconds down to 2 seconds. So it helps it. You only have to hold it for 2 seconds and it'll revive him instead of holding it and watching it go around slowly for 5 seconds. As you can see, you get options to choose stuff. I was skipping through it because I thought I was getting timed when I wasn't. So you just pick things. The inventory is quite big and the skill tree is huge as well. So there's loads of different ways you can play through, loads of different new skills you can unlock to actually help like whatever fight style that you want. You unlock different moves and different skills and stuff. Obviously you can change the way you look. You're picking up things out of chests all the time, different hats, different gloves, different shoes, different armor, so you can basically customize the guy the way you want. So like I said, they've got a lot of really good elements in this game, and as I would say, I don't know if it would be an RPG. I suppose it is, because you are role playing as a samurai, but as a Ronin, I should say. But you get like lots of options, and it's a bit overwhelming at first because they try and explain everything to you. But if you just take your time, read everything that it tells you, every information box that comes up, you do start getting the grips of everything. They have just picked up my Condor glider. This was at the end of the demo, and I didn't know. When I was riding on my horse, I just rode through the village, and I was ignoring people because you can help random strangers, which help you later on and helps get your character. You get like a better reputation and stuff, which helps you unlock stuff. So if you do get to play the trial, I would definitely help as many people as you can because you'll get longer. It's only after you land that's when the end of the trial. Once you've watched the cutscene, and then it goes back to the main screen. So I didn't know that, so I was just skipping. I wasn't helping people. This woman asked us for help, and I said I didn't have time, and I walked away, which is unfortunate now. I mean, I could play through it again, but like you can see, there's a huge city that you can traverse. You've got a grappling hook. You can grapple up to most things. You do need a prompt to grapple. You can't just grapple anywhere you want, but still you can climb around the buildings. You can like jump and climb as well. So, but again, it's only certain things you can climb up. It's not like anything. It's not like Grand Theft where you can just jump and hang and grab on anything. You can only do it where it's telling you to do it. But like I said, it is a huge game by the looks of it. The map's massive. The customization's massive. You've got loads of skill tree options. You've got loads of customization options. Oh yeah, there's rifles as well. You get like shurikens, like throwing stars. You get a bow. You get like these little balls that create a noise, so you can distract the guards. There's a stealth element. See, I was just running past these people instead of getting off and fighting them again because I thought I was getting timed. So I was like rushing through it because I was just trying to get as much done as possible, thinking I'll play through more if I just hurry up. But you see the red barrels, you can use your grappling hook when you're fighting to like grab them and swing them around your head and throw them at the enemy. So like I said, they've incorporated a lot of different things from different games, but it's all under the setting of being in ancient feudal Japan, which is cool. But this is where I jumped off the horse and I came back for him and he wasn't there. Are there those things there where you press R1? That's like the flagpole. That's like you continue, but it does resurrect any fallen enemies that you've already beaten. So be mindful of that. But it also replenishes all your health, little health pills and your health medicines and stuff, and any thrown stars or whatever you've got. So again, that's taken from other games that have been like that before in the past. So they've incorporated a lot of things and made their own game out of it, which is good because that's what you want. You want things that are familiar. Like I said, look, the map's huge. That was just the first section I was looking at. Look at the size of the map; it's massive. But I think once you get the fighting down, then you'll enjoy it a lot more. Because the fighting is a bit complicated. Just if you've never played games like this before, you do find it a little bit complicated to get a grasp of. But like I said, you use square to do your combos. You use triangle ultimately to counter. L1 is block, but if you hold L1, it breaks down your stamina and eventually you get staggered. So you can only block certain attacks. And obviously you've got circle to dodge. So that's a like strategy as well. If you don't want to get used to counter attacking, you can just dodge out the way and hit them. You can get headshots with your rifle and your bow and arrow and stuff, and it takes off a little bit of the health. So if you do want to stealth somebody, you can shoot them in the head. Also, you can crouch, sneak up behind them, and hit them with triangle to like kill them. So there's like stealth elements. But what I found out is that I think it was because the enemies I was fighting at the beginning were quite easy. So you can just spam square and you can just eventually take them out. But the more you fight, the more you use up your ki, which is basically your stamina. So, you'll run out eventually and then you can't do as much moves. But you see how his target, the dot around him, went red, and then you just press triangle to do a finishing move on. But once people are staggered, you can like scare them kind of thing, so they don't attack you as much. And then that's when you hit them with your special skills like R1 and triangle or R1 and square. You can hold R1 and flick between a primary weapon and a secondary weapon by tapping up. And your secondary weapon is down. So if you hold R1 and tap down, you can flick through two sub weapons. So you can have a bow and arrow and throwing stars, or you can have a rifle and a bow and arrow. It's up to you. And then you've got two initial primary weapons. I had like this. I've got me katana, me samurai sword, and I've got like it's like a staff with a fuck off blade on the end. So, at the beginning as well, when you're doing your training, you get a chance to choose what weapons you want to use, and you pick the two that you want. You get a chance to practice with them, like on a heavy bag, like a bale of hay, and you can practice, and then you can go back and swap, and once you've got the two, then that's it. But, like I said, there's a free trial on the PlayStation Store, so if you haven't played it yet, I would definitely give it a blast for free before you go out and buy it. But I'm not sure how long it's going to be on there for, so I would go sooner than later. But yeah, that's it basically. I enjoyed it. It was good, but it just wasn't as good as Ghost of Tsushima for me. But That's it. See you later.